Trek Geeks is proud to be brought to you this week by Fansets, the place for amazing pin collectibles. They have over 150 officially licensed Star Trek pins to choose from, with new pins coming out every month. See all the pins and collectibles they have to offer at fansets.com. Fansets. We are Star Trek.
Hi, this is Andy Robinson, Elam Garrick on Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and you are listening to the biggest little podcast this side of the Gamma Quadrant. It's the Trek Geeks podcast with Dan Davidson and Bill Smith. Failure to tune in would not sit well with the Obsidian Order.
From Podfleet Command in the law offices of Samuel Cogley, this is the Trek Geeks podcast. My name is Dan Davidson. I am here taking over on this special episode of Trek Geeks because when this episode drops, Bill is going to be on a boat.
Ship.
On the ocean.
Ship.
In a ship. On a ship. With a ship. With his lovely bride on a well-deserved vacation in the Caribbean, seeking pirate treasure and whatnot. I'm going to introduce my co-host right now. He is the vacation-ready Bill Smith. Bill, you're not going to be happy with what's going to happen today.
I know I'm not going to be happy with what's happening today. Anytime you commandeer the microphone, it's going to suck for me. So let me, well, first, thank you. I'd like to say it's good to be here, but we both know it's not. We're sitting here in your truck.
Yes.
Before we get ready to kill ourselves at the gym, and
yes.
I suspect you're about to kill me with something else.
Yes. Yeah, when you go away on vacation, it's kind of a happy time for me. Not because you're going to be gone, because that does make me sad, but because
makes me elated.
I'm sure it does. But because while you're gone, I get to drop down an episode of Geek the Stump. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, that which you said you would never do again is here upon us now, Bill. You know the rules, so why don't you tell everybody what the rules are before I make you suffer?
Well, so we'll back up a little bit. So for those who may not have heard Geek the Stump before, it's the opposite of Stump the Geek, which is what we subject Dan to. Dan is really good with trivia and minute details in Star Trek, and I am not. So this is kind of the Teen Jeopardy version of Stump the Geek. Now, in Stump the Geek, I typically will ask Dan 5 questions of varying degrees of difficulty. He's not allowed to use any reference materials whatsoever. So no internet, no books, no notes, no episodes, no movies, nothing. Huh. He has to rely on the information stored in his brain, and more often than not, he pulls stuff out that I would never have imagined he'd be able to do. That is not what's going to happen today. I'm not going to pull anything out other than my pride, and I'm going to shred it.
Well, in all honesty, I tried to pick easy questions.
Thank you.
Easy questions for me might not mean easy questions for you, but we're going to try it. So
Can't wait.
with Stump the Geek, I will be giving a number of points per question. They mean nothing. They are worth nothing. And we're going to see how you do. I want you to get more than 0 points. I have faith in you because I have faith of the heart.
That's how today's going to go. I'm so screwed.
Okay, so you ready, buddy?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be. So let us, shall we touch the bottom of this swamp?
Look at it this way. When this airs, you're going to be in the middle of the ocean and you're not going to care.
That's probably true.
All right, so here we go. Question number 1 for 153 points.
Oh, okay.
To start.
153.
From Star Trek 2009,
Okay.
name Nero's first officer aboard the Narada.
Oh God, that's Oh, it's the guy played by Clifton Collins.
I got your gun.
Got your gun. Oh my God, that was so bad. But fun though. 2009 is such a fun movie.
It is a great movie.
I'm not quite sure how to say his name. It's I-L, A-Y-E-L?
That is absolutely correct. IL is right for 153 points. See, look at that.
On the board and off the schneid.
Oh my God, I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd get that one.
I didn't think I was going to either. So.
Nice job, buddy. So you're 1 for 1.
Clifton Collins is one of those great guys who is that guy in that thing.
Yes.
He's in a lot of stuff, and he's usually fantastic.
I saw him in that thing that he played that guy.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I will let you know that there, similar to Stump the Geek, there are 5 questions. And this week there will be 2 bonus questions with many answers needed.
Oh, great.
Okay, so.
Can't wait.
You're 1 for 1. I got faith in you.
Yeah.
So, question number 2. Last time we played Stump the Geek.
How many points?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll tell you when I get to that point.
Wow, sorry.
Wow.
Why? So you do that to me, and I've got to rattle off the number of points.
So let me start over again for those who may not have been paying attention, like Bill. Last time we played Stump the Geek, I got 1 answer wrong, and it was from this episode. So for 254,458 points.
Is that how many points I said it was in the episode we did?
I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
In Tomorrow is Yesterday, what was the noticeable difference with the Enterprise's computer?
Oh, it was hitting on Captain Kirk. It was being far more familiar and sultry than the standard computer. Dear.
That is what I was looking for. She ended everything with dear. Dude, you are 2 for 2.
I also know that the call sign was Blue Jay 4.
Not Blue Jeans?
Not Blue Jeans?
Like Jessica Simpson, Blue Jeans 4?
I don't understand the reference.
Some people will get it.
I was thinking David Bowie Blue Jean.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. So you have 254,611 points after only 2 questions.
Wow. At some point I'm going to lose it all.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So we're going to move right along to question number 3, and I am going to reference a song again because that's what I do. This one may be a little more difficult for you, Bill, but I have faith.
Oh, God.
Of the heart.
No, I get it. Yeah. You don't have to keep saying it.
In one of your favorite episodes of TNG Family.
Yes.
What is the name of the project that Lewis wants Picard to join on Earth?
Oh, wow.
I forgot to tell you how many points.
How many points is this?
It's going to be worth 4,747,474 points.
So lots of 47s.
Lots of 47s.
It was the Undersea Project where, what was his name? Louis? Louis wanted Jean-Luc to, instead of explore the stars, to explore, the ocean.
Under the ocean with Louis, or back to the stars with the Enterprise.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
That's very good, Robert.
Thank you.
I can't wait for you to die on a fire. I want to say it was the Atlantis Project because it's under the sea, but I'm not confident about this.
Can you give me hum a few bars of Under the Sea since you just brought it up?
I could, but Spotify.
All right. Oh, that's true too. Well, I'll tell you what, Bill. That was for 4,747,474 points, and you, sir, are 3 for 3.
Oh, wow.
The Atlantis Project or the new Atlantis Project would have been acceptable.
Yeah, because the old Atlantis Project didn't go so well.
No, it kind of sank. It kind of, down the drain.
It did give us Aquaman.
It did.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's not really a good thing either.
No.
5,002,085 points is your total so far. You are 3 for 3, which is better than I was last time because I missed the second question.
But also, I'm a jerk and give you much harder questions.
Well, that is true. All right, so question number 4, we're going to reference our favorite series, which of course is
Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
There you go. For 74,205 points.
I wonder what that's about.
I wonder.
Yeah.
In Season 7, Bill, of Deep Space Nine, in the episode The Dogs of War, we are introduced to Damar's short-lived successor as the leader of Cardassia. What is the legate's name? And I will tell you that he serves the founders in all things.
Oh. It's been forever since I've watched season 7 of Deep Space Nine. And I'm going... this is killing me. Based on your clue, which is probably the only reason I might get this, I'm going to say it's Wei-Yun.
That would be incorrect.
Yeah, just based on the way you said it.
That's all right.
I figured that would be the stupidest thing to happen, and I knew it wasn't right.
Okay.
But I needed
He was a Cardassian.
He was.
And his name is Broca. And
not Fixa?
Not Fixa. And when the female changeling decided to wipe out the Cardassians, I think they kind of broke his neck.
They started with him.
Exactly. He was not happy that he was being carried out to be executed. So that's okay. You only lost the Defiant on that one, so that's not bad.
That was a tough one.
Okay, that's okay. So we're going to go to question number 5, which is the last of the regular questions. And this is a big one, Bill. It is worth 12 points.
I'm a skirt. I am skirt.
And it is from Enterprise. It is from season 4.
Oh, so you've gone from a final season of Deep Space Nine to a final season of Enterprise.
And we're going to go into my favorite mirror universe. In a Mirror Darkly. Name the Gorn that was on board the Defiant. 12 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 points.
I'm not going to say what I want to say because we'd have to bleep it out.
Poor animation? CGI?
Worst Gorn I've ever seen.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't remember his name.
Okay, that's all right. So you're gonna vanquish the 12 points?
I'm going to vanquish those 12 points. I'm going to leave them on an altar. In fact, kind of like, The Adventures of Robin Hood, Errol Flynn, where he kind of walks into the great big banquet hall with that deer still kicking. That's what I'm doing with those 12 points. I'm kicking the door open. I'm throwing those 12 points down on the table and saying, here you go, Prince John.
You still have 5 million points plus.
That's kind of why I feel okay about it, because that was a great question, by the way.
Thank you. It's a great episode. I love that episode.
It is. What was his name?
His name was Slar. His name is Slar. The guy was getting beat up by was it Montgomery, I believe.
Yeah.
Anthony Montgomery.
Yeah. Mayweather.
Mayweather. Yeah. Why did I say his real name? I don't know.
I don't know, because you usually default to character names for everybody else.
Wow, I know that's very strange, but okay. All right, so dude, you got 3 out of 5. But you still have an impressive 5,002,085 points.
3 out of 5. That's a 20. That's a D.
It's okay. For you, I'll give you a B on that because usually you suck at this.
Thank you for your honesty, unbridled as it may be.
Well, now we get to the tough bonus questions, and there are multiple answers for each. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a little hint. Each one requires 8 answers.
Oh my sweet, gentle, great bird of the galaxy.
But you might like them. They're both original series questions.
I also might like bamboo under my fingernails.
Yeah, but this is kind of your wheelhouse, you know? So let's
you know what's my wheelhouse? Torturing you, actually.
It's all right. Well, here we go. Bonus number 1, Bill. In the deadly years, we saw 8 people suffering from advanced aging. Name them.
Oh my god.
All of them.
Oh my god. So, this point of order.
Mm-hmm.
Does this count the dead guy?
Yes.
At the beginning.
Very good.
So dead guy.
What's his name?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, his name was given.
Well, already I'm going to fail the bonus because I don't know his
let's
name.
do the first 7 and then maybe I'll give you a hint.
I can tell you who the old people are. I can't tell you half of their names.
Okay.
And then there's the doctor and his wife who come in after that who are both like 95 years old, but now really he's only 27. Or was he was 34?
She was 27.
She was 27. He was like 34 or something like that.
How old are you? Well, let's see now. I am 29.
Oh, that's right.
And you are...
I'm 27.
I'm 27. You're about to die, is what you are. And then there's Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
There's McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
There's Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
There's Spock.
Yes.
That's 7.
Yes.
Yay, team.
All right, well...
And the 8th is...
she was a crew member.
She was. Someone we don't ever see again.
Right. Well, because she died.
Because she died. Yeah, no, I don't know.
All
So
right.
was this an all or nothing bonus?
I'm going to say that instead of doubling it, I'm going to take away half. So I'm going to divide your answer by
that's
2.
fair.
You now have 2,501,042 and a half
That's
points.
still respectful. I mean, I knew who got old. I just didn't know their names.
The crew member was Lieutenant Galway.
See, there's a Galway and there's Galloway and then there's another Galway.
And they're in the galley.
And they're in the and he went Galloway still ends up dying at one point and then he's in the next episode. Galway, okay.
All right, so
it got screwed there.
And then the 2 people who walked into the room where Chekhov was Robert and Elaine Johnson.
Johnson. It figures his name like Johnson.
My name is Robert Johnson, and this is my wife, Elaine.
Hello.
And the dead guy.
Dead guy.
They've come to pay their respects to Alvin.
Were Simon and Theodore busy?
Oh, that's okay, man. That's
Alvin.
okay. You gave it a good go.
I at least knew who was old. I just didn't know Alvin's name.
Well, seeing if they were having an aging disease, they were all old.
I'm getting older.
I got older just yesterday, actually.
As we record this, yes, you did.
All right, man. So you still have over 2.5 million points. So we're gonna do this. If you get this answer right, I'm gonna give you 5 times the amount of points.
It's a good thing you have a calculator because you can't count.
I know, I can't. So
this is another 8-part TOS bonus.
This one you should get.
See, now I was kind of hoping it was going to be like the Tombstones and The Children Shall Lead because I just watched that.
Well, see, since you post your Saturday morning Trek on Facebook, if I had seen that that's what we watched and I had those questions, I would have changed them.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
So, bonus number 2 for 5 times the amount of points that you have right now.
No pressure.
In the Savage Curtain, we see good versus evil. Name them. All of them.
All right, so on the good side, it's Kirk Spock, Abraham Lincoln, which I still have to laugh at.
Help me, Spock.
And Surak.
That is correct.
On the not so good side,
Dun, dun, dun.
It's Colonel Green.
Colonel Green is 1.
Kalish.
It's 2.
Genghis Khan.
That is 3. I knew this wasn't the last one was going to be a tough one.
And there's the woman, right?
Yep.
I'm amazed I remember Genghis Khan.
I'm very surprised. Very surprised. So close.
I'm so close,
7/8 of the answer, or 9/10.
I forget that saying it is Kalish would give me a bonus point, but it doesn't.
No.
Whom do we see? What I really seek is that 8th person because I cannot remember her to save my life. She's a made-up person, isn't she?
She is a made-up person. We have never seen her in history. She's the only one. Well, Colonel Green, obviously, and Kalis, obviously.
Well, I remember him because we get Colonel Green again.
Yeah, we do get Colonel Green again, and I think we get Kalis again also.
Kalis!
All right, dude. So, are you saying nay?
I'm not going to pull her name out.
All right. She was Zora of Tiburon. Bum, bum, ba-dum.
Wow. We probably should know that because I can add that in later, but that's fine.
That's okay. It's sometimes good to do this.
Hey, so I leave with 0.
So I'm going to times that by 0.
Yeah.
And you have
0.
Oh.
No, I have 0.0.
That's right.
Kind of like Animal House.
But you know what? It's always fun to play this game.
Yeah.
You did a fantastic job, I got to say.
It's awesome.
I think you did so good.
Oh, God.
That we're going to have to do this again sometime.
Oh, I can hardly wait. That is if I make it back from the cruise after throwing myself overboard after this performance. And please, everybody, just remember, I mean, I may host a podcast called Trek Geeks, but I'm not the trivia guy.
That's true. That's what makes this so fun.
Because
even though you're not the trivia guy, you did very well.
It's about as fun as a kick in the testicles, is what it is.
I might do that in the gym here later on this evening.
Dan, before we depart, we should remind people that they can get in touch with us a variety of ways.
Oh.
They can hit us on Facebook, Skype, Twitter as Trek Geeks. You can find us on the Instagrams. You can find us on Camp Kittimer, our official Facebook group, facebook.com/group/Camp Kittimer. Or you can go to trekgeeks.com/contact. And interact with us in a variety of ways, whether it's email or Skype chat or whatever, or you can leave us an old-fashioned voicemail by clicking the big blue button on the right-hand side of the Trek Geeks website and leaving us a message through SpeakPipe.
A voice message.
A voice message.
Voice message, yes.
Plus, we also want to remind people not to forget to get in the contest to win one of 2 all-weekend passes to Northeast TrekCon in Albany, New York, the last weekend in October. All you have to do is go to the tweet that's pinned to the top of Trek Geeks' Twitter page at twitter.com/Trek Geeks and reply to it with which of the guests there you would most like to see.
Nice.
It's that easy.
It's even I could do it.
You could,
Well,
but you can't.
Right.
Everybody that enters is going to get put into a random drawing. We'll select 2 people at random to win a full weekend pass, regular admission, and we'll announce those winners on October 10th.
And we hope the people that take part in the contest can actually go to the convention in Albany. That would probably help.
Well, that's kind of why we're giving away the ticket.
Well, I know that. But if somebody from, Australia, enters the contest.
Or Cestus 3. A reminder, of course, that, we're going to give you the admission to the convention, or I should say Northeast TrekCon is, and we thank them so much. But, of course, any travel or lodging or any other expenses incurred are the responsibility of the winner. So
exactly.
if you win the ticket, it's up to you to get there.
Absolutely. And speaking of travel, hope you have a good trip.
Thank you so much. It's going to be exciting. I intend to spam you with lots of pictures of fruity drinks.
And you know that I don't mind that.
I know you don't. And you get to, the rest of the show's yours.
I was going to say, for more great discussion, please head on over to the Tricorder Transmissions Podcast Network to check out their plethora of podcasts that they have. They got Politreks. They got all kinds of treks. They got, go ahead, name some off, because I'm having a blank right now.
I know.
I listen to so many of them.
Trek Profiles.
Oh, yes, because usually I don't get that name right.
Trek Ranks. There's Reading Trek. There's Drawing Trek. There's Queer Trek. There's Shore Leave. With brand new hosts Marina and Jesse, which we're very excited about.
Yep.
2 great friends of this show. And all the Star Trek podcasts you could ever want. Something for everybody. Guaranteed.
It's fantastic. And, of course, Bill, for all the news on all the Star Treks, please check out treknews.net. For now, this has been episode 152 of the Trek Geeks podcast.
Actually, it's not 152.
It's not 152. It's 153, isn't it? Because we're kind of jumping around a little bit.
Because we did duet last week.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's twice we've done that. So we hope you all live long and prosper.
Coconut!
Music for Trek Geeks is provided by 5 Year Mission. They are writing 1 song for each episode of the original series. Download their music at 5yearmission.net. Trek Geeks, a Star Trek podcast, is a production of Coconut Media Works, executive producer Bill Smith. For even more Star Trek discussion, check out Discovering Trek, a Star Trek Discovery companion, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and discoveringtrek.com.
Coconut!